Yeah, it was a difficult game to go out that way, Scott. What do you make of the overall performance?
A little bit scrappy. I thought we knew what their threats were going to be. We knew they were going to be high energy. We knew they were going to press. We knew they were going to go direct. And I think at times we got sucked into doing it ourselves. I think maybe it just needed a little bit more calmness about it. Listen, it's strange that it's like a cup game first, but at least we're back playing competitive football. Obviously we're disappointed to lose, but the league is our bread and butter, and it's another sort of 90 minutes towards next week now.
Five new starters a day, sometimes it's a bit difficult to settle into the new season, isn't it, with new players on the side? Yes
and no. We've been together long enough now. I think we've been in 6 weeks, so all the new lads are bedded in. Like I said, I just think it was a case of we got caught up in their game plan instead of implementing more of ours. Going forward, we need to make sure that's not the case. We need to make sure we put our stamp on a game, and because we've got good footballers, we've got footballers that can control games of football. So going forward, that needs to be the case. But today, as I say, there wasn't much in the game. For me personally, I don't think there was much in the game. I think it was we could have very easily won it. I think we probably should have seen it out. But as I say, it's not a cup we were ever going to win, but it's a game we wanted to win. So disappointed, but another 90 minutes closer to next Saturday.
Long time without a shot on target, I think, in the whole game, wasn't it? And then you end up with a penalty shootout, and you're the man in the spotlight.
Yeah, I remember I made a couple of saves in the game, but listen, it is what it is. Penalties are penalties, aren't they? What can you do? You have to go with your gut and hope it's your day. Fair play to them. They've won the penalty shootout.
It's a bit different to penalty shootout with no crowd. Sort of. I mean, normally you want to be at the home end, and you've got the crowd behind you trying to put the opposition off. It's very, very strange.
Possibly. I'd possibly agree with that. I think sometimes the crowd can play a part in nerves and things, situations like that. Obviously, nobody wanted to miss today, but I do think the crowd have even more of an impact, with a bit of a change of mind in players' minds. But listen, it's the same for all players out there today, and today they were better at us at a penalty shootout.
2 cup games before you start, the League 2 season. Is that a plus in a sense that you sort of get into the match idea and playing in the empty stadiums?
Yeah. I think it's strange to start with, but this whole period in time has been strange. So. Having not played competitive football for 6 months, I don't think it's a bad thing that you can have a couple of competitive games going into the season. We're going to be better off for it, having been so long without a competitive match. So you can never mimic that in a friendly. I don't care what anyone says. Your pre-season friendlies, as much as you put your effort in, that competitive edge is you can't replicate it in any situation. So as I say, disappointed to lose, but 90 minutes closer to next week.
Do you have to have a different mental approach, given these circumstances now? You say you want to come in like this in your whole career, Scott. There's no crowds around. It's a slightly different atmosphere totally. Mentally, you're approaching it slightly differently, or not?
I think if this was over in the long term, I think you would have to. But I think having not played football for so long, with that edged up that we want to play football, that at this moment in time, it's just a background. Do you know what I mean? It's a background noise. Whereas I think long term, you possibly would have to be a bit stronger mentally without a crowd. But hopefully that won't be the case.
Because I think as a club, you've been more hard done by than anybody. With the points per game situation, you're probably not where you should be. You wouldn't get the chance to finish off last season. So there's all those sort of things that you've got to deal with. As the season starts.
Yeah, deal with them, harness them, and use them, and use them to our advantage. For me personally, anyway, I think you've got to use it and harness it, and come May, you'll have your day in the sunshine again.
Have you noticed any difference in Jacko since he became the boss?
No, not for me. No, I think he's been good. He's been great. He's since he's come in, he knows what he wants. He's put his stamp on it already, and I think you'll see that as the season goes on. As I say, I'm excited and looking forward to the season. Obviously today, as I say, we wanted to win. We're disappointed, but next week's the important one.
I just wonder where you thought it had helped. I was like, given the situation, particularly to have somebody who knows the club, knows a lot of the players, and you've got that continuity, if you like, in terms of going.
Yeah, I don't even think it's the situation. I just think that's good anyway. I think if you saw us at the back end of last season we were going in the right direction. I think the last 5 years we've been going in the right direction, so continuity is a good thing. And obviously the manager, he's been in the building for that same period of time, and he's seen things that he no doubt will have seen things that he thinks could improve, and now it's for him to do that. So every faith that we will be a strong outfit this season.
And just one final one for me. I mean, the pitch is looking great, isn't it? I mean, I can't remember the pitch looking so good at Brent Park.
Yeah, that's credit to the owners, credit to the football club. We all saw it last season, we all saw it needed doing, but it takes someone putting their hand in the pocket to do it, so fair play to the owners. And we as footballers now need to bring a team onto the pitch that can reward them and reward the fans.
With no crowd in the ground today, one of the most noticeable things straight away is from the stands being able to hear the voices on the pitch, something you ordinarily wouldn't do. Yours was probably the loudest, and that seemed to be quite constant throughout the game. Is that always the case, or is it the case that you've got new players in today and you need to sort of direct things a bit more from the back?
No, I think that's my game. I think that's always been my game. You obviously don't hear it with the crowd at times, but no, that's my game. That's part of my game. I'll never change that. I look at myself as a bit of a leader, not just myself. If you look throughout the team, we've got a group of us now that are leaders and senior players within the squad. So it's down to us on the pitch to help other people around us, and you can only get anywhere as a team. You can't do anything as an individual. So by talking and encouraging and asking the question of your teammate, you're doing right by them, because you want the group to succeed, and that's all it is.